Hi, I'm Brandon Marion.
I'm Charlie Walker.
I'm Aaliyah Bonzik.
And you're watching
VCTV.
Good morning, Valley Christian. I'm Cameron, and here are your morning announcements. The senior play is tonight at 7:30 at the Bellflower Civic Auditorium. The AP US History exam is today in the chapel, so please be quiet around the chapel and the canteen areas at break and lunch. Come help at the Saturday morning breakfast or the carnival on Saturday. Help is needed. If you are interested, please see Mr. Westrup for more information. Seniors, order your transcript on parchment and select Hold for grades. If you have any questions, see the office. Seniors, if you are part of the graduation choir, there is a mandatory practice today at lunch in the music room. AP World History, please return your Earth and Its Peoples book by May 21st. Upcoming meetings. Monday is the APR History meeting for students for next year at room 15 at lunch. Tuesday, there is the AP Gov meeting in room 31 at lunch. Please note the date change. And girls tennis, there is a meeting in room 11 at lunch on Tuesday as well. And those are your morning announcements. Every year, the yearbook class dedicates hours of their time to print out a book highlighting the events of our VCHS community. Whether it's sports, dances, Broadway, or pep rallies, they have it all covered. According to the advisor, Mrs. Puger, yearbook is important because they are the makers of a time capsule for the school. To explore their efforts, we got a chance to sit down with some of the yearbook crew and find out how they put it all together and about what's in store for this year's yearbook.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
I'm Cameron, and I'm here with Mrs. Puger to talk more about yearbook. So, Mrs. Puger, why is yearbook important?
Well, I would say the biggest thing is that we are essentially makers of a time capsule for the school. So I think it's incredibly important. There's really nobody else that does that. If you think about it, you've probably looked back at, like your parents' old yearbooks. I know we look at yearbooks all the time from past years here at Valley. You try to remember who won what championship, who you played on a team with, all these things that, when our memory kind of starts to leave us as you get older and you don't remember things as much, a yearbook is the preserver of those memories. So it's a pretty big deal. It's fun, and it's a fun student, led publication, but I think they have one of the most important roles basically of capturing a moment in history basically of our school and of people's lives.
And what do you think it teaches students?
I'd say one of the biggest things is teaching teamwork. Teaching, you got to work a lot with other people and closely, and people see things differently, and they're in different years and they have different personalities, and it's kind of like a lot of people struggle with group projects, and it's almost like a group project that lasts all year. So that's a really good learning experience. And I think the second most important thing is meeting deadlines. It is a very real world application class as far as you're not so much a student, you're a staffer, and you have deadlines that have consequences. And normally with grades, you're used to it only affecting you, nobody else has to see it, or you're the only one that has to deal with maybe a low score on something or a good score on something. But with this, if you mess up, everybody sees it. It's in print and you can't go back and you can't change it. So it's like a giant homework assignment that's put out there for everybody to see, and you have to do it within a timely manner or it costs a lot of money.
So I'm the layout editor and the editor-in-chief. So I'm in charge of getting the layout in line for the books. And then I also edit everyone's pages when they're done, along with Keely and Skylar. So we look over text and just the little nitpicky things on the pages and make sure everything's in line and everything's good to go for the final book.
Yearbook has taught me to not procrastinate, so we get deadlines done on time, to communicate with people I'm working with and with people we need quotes from or information from, and that teamwork is really important so that you can get pages done faster. And it's just been fun getting to know the underclassmen in the class and helping them out, and it'll be cool to see what they do next year.
So this year with the yearbook, there's a new feature, this link. So can you explain more about that?
Yeah, it's mostly done through an app. It's called HP Reveal. It was called Erasmus, so some people may have used Erasmus before for something in school. But essentially, it makes photos come to life with actual videos. And so we've attached videos, whatever videos we can get and acquire from people that go with an image that we have of some sort. You know, so we have some of like events from rallies, things like that we can, you know, basically attach to a photo.
So what you do is you have a picture in the yearbook, and it'll have a little symbol in the right-hand corner or the bottom left-hand corner, and it'll read "We Are." So you take a app on your phone or your iPad, and you'll put it over the symbol, and the picture will move into video formation. So it's a cool electronic feature on the back of the yearbook.
And there's instructions on the front page of the yearbook, so it'll be super easy step by step, and they come to life, and it's pretty cool. So just another way to kind of view memories throughout the year through video and not just the images on the page.
So at our summer conference this year, we were trying to come up with a theme. We knew that it was going to be last year as a Crusader, so we wanted something along the lines of that. We just wanted to focus on the fact that we're more than just a mascot. We're a community, we're a family.
It says a lot about what this year has been. You know, my seniors really wanted to do something about the last Crusaders, but we also didn't want to pick a theme that only made sense really for like the graduating senior class. So while we have a lot of things about the last Crusaders threaded through it, at the time that the book even came out, the hardcover book, we still didn't know we would be the Defenders. So that's something that would be in the insert, but we didn't even know it when the book was created. So throughout the year, it was just, the focus was on we are what, you know, kind of like a fill in the blank of all these wonderful things that Valley is. And yeah, we were the Crusaders and now we will be the Defenders, but we're so much more than that. And our theme verse has to do a lot more with that we are, you know, children of God and who our identity is in Christ, and that while we are many things, that is ultimately what we're rooted in. So that's kind of the thread throughout the book, is just capturing who we are, who we've been, who we are, who we will become. And so just kind of that focus on identity and whose we are.
We have a really good work dynamic in our class. Everyone helps out everyone. If someone can't get photos of a sport, other people will fill in. If someone needs help on a page, we'll help out each other. I do a lot of Photoshop, especially for Sierra, who can't do it at all, editing photos. It's just, we have a really good teamwork dynamic that we've put together so far this year, and I think that helps a lot to being very effective on finishing our deadlines.
Just like this really fun, creative, little close-knit, you know, bond I feel like that our staff has that makes it unique, and it's one of my favorite parts about teaching yearbook.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Pfluger, for giving us more details on what yearbook does.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Even though they deal with stressful deadlines, mountains of photos and videos to edit and lay out on pages, it is rewarding to see it all come together and have a whole year at your fingertips.
Thanks for watching VCTV. Hope you enjoyed the yearbook segment.